Hello everyone, my name is Red Panda Guy, and in today's Michelin grade shit stain of Resident Evil run, I will be completing Zero's Trifecta challenge. The Trifecta challenge goes as such. I will have to complete Resident Evil 4 without using any health items, I can only use the pistol and knife as my weapons, and I cannot interact with the merchant at all. Which means no upgrades, no resource buying, and no item selling. Meaning, my already wavering mental state will be taking another left hook as we complete today's challenge.
So we're off to a fantastic start.
Now that the rules are set and my depression and anxiety medication have been taken, we can start the Trifecta challenge. Our challenge starts off with everybody's favorite baby-faced super cop Leon S. Kennedy on his way to the village of Pueblo, following on some intel of the whereabouts of his primary objective, the president's daughter. After our quick meet and greet with the locals doesn't go as planned, we head to the main village to get a taste of Puebloan hospitality.
Stop! Why does the fire have to go now?
Running into our first problem of the run,
I suck at Resident Evil 4.
employing what I have dubbed the ladder strat, we use the locals' non-corporeal ladders to send Leon into an alternate dimension, meaning any damage that would, doesn't.
ほう、向かってくるのか。逃げずにこのディオに近づいてくるのか。
After resetting a lot, we use modern tactics to hold off the unwashed masses, until the lunch bell rings and recess is over for the day.
Thank God.
Looting up, we meet a pigman, ignore some falling boulders, shoot a woman, and commit burglary, meeting Luis and getting injected with our Fisher-Price's baby's first chest burster. Waking up in a very precarious situation with Luis, we inform our dominatrix we don't swing that way and politely deny his services. Sneaking around, we relive our Metal Gear Solid memories, enter Ratatouille's bloodline, and retrieve our gear. Unable to talk to the coolest NPC in the game, we must embrace our neurodivergence and forget the merchant even exists. Arriving at the infamous Dynamite Valley, we must formulate a plan.
Oh my God. I'm cooked. Oh my God.
After getting turned into an afterimage many times, I managed to snag this thing and open the gate. Opening this door, we introduce ourselves and conduct yet another home invasion. Find the key to open the main gate, we are stopped short by our bastard father checking up on his newly incubated freak. We are saved by a mysterious woman allowing us to live another day. Rescuing our beloved doggo, we unlock the gate and make our way to the church. Taking a detour, we hunt and kill this rogue Cheap Cheap, as he is wanted in 7 states for grand larceny and 3 separate accounts of domestic battery. Once the criminal has been dealt with, our incubation seems to be progressing at an alarming rate, coughing up blood and passing out. Waking up and heading into the next section, we are met with our first major problem of the run. Plaga heads. But that name sounds stupid, so I'm going to call them Pokies. As mentioned before, we are restricted to only 4 weapons during the entirety of the game, meaning that while we are only creating one type of ammunition, we are only using one type of ammunition. And with upgrades unavailable, killing these things is going to take quite a bit of resources. And I can hear you saying, Red Panda Guy, why don't you just stab him in the neck, prevents him from spawning? Well, my beloved single-celled organism, we only have about 4 uses of a combat knife, not counting parrying. Kitchen and boot knives only get 2, we can't repair the combat knife, and we need them as protection items.
I mean, there's like...
Also, sometimes it doesn't even prevent them from happening. We would have to win the 50-50 100% of the time, and that's just not happening. Meaning that our holy grail item, believe it or not, are the knives. And with 2 sections coming up that require a lot of resources, we need to make sure we conserve ammunition whenever we can. Heading to the center of Lake Liurnia, we grab what will be our main damage dealer for the rest of the game, the Red 9. Next, we solve this puzzle and this puzzle, placing these 2 stone heads on their respective god hands and retrieve the Bahalet. But no Red Panda Resident Evil video is without its self-imposed meltdowns, as on the way back from retrieving the last head, we got hit. A lot. Putting us at an actual 1 HP, meaning I would have to beat El Gigante without getting hit once. And with Leon's Parkinson's flaring up combined with the 100-year-old gun with the bloom of a goddamn shopping district, This would prove to be harder than it should be. After failing once, we actually take down El Gigante pretty easily and return to the church, beginning my personal hell. Anything with Ashley in it. The need to conserve ammunition, along with the lack of firepower, means we will have to tap into our inner Sam Fisher and sneak our way through the next part of the village. God dang. I ain't got all day. Barely avoiding Ganondorf's side smash, our next major aneurysm has come. The Shitty Cabin in the Woods remake, Part 4. The objective here is to survive, with Luis here to, in a very abstract way, help us defend against the hordes of locals. Failing so many times my eyes glazed over and the attempt started to mesh together, Ashley breaks me free from my encroaching ego death, and we finally are finished with the Cabin in the Woods. With my sanity slowly returning, we battle our way through the checkpoint, dropping both locals and HP at an alarming rate. Arriving at the checkpoint proper, with our health bar sounding like Oliver Twist.
Please, sir. I want some more.
We shove Ashley in a locker and have the most uncomfortable threesome of all time. After realizing that polyamory isn't for us, we acquire the crank and follow the trail. Finally, seeming like we are home free, we are ambushed by Mendez. Putting his hands on American property, we, as the God-fearing RWB-blooded American we are, retaliate and make a break for it. With Mendez hot on our trail, I am reminded why I hate having Ashley with me. Crossing this falling apart bridge, making our way through the barn, Mendez greets us and the finale to the village part has begun. This boss fight is fairly easy, there aren't any hard to dodge moves, and by using the starting pistol to accommodate for the lack of range, we make quick work of this human centipede. Arriving at the castle gates, we begin our second area of the game, Bowser's Castle. With the first section of the game done, I don't feel too bad about the rest of the game. But my very brief manic episode would soon change to a depressive episode, as a certain section would prove to be quite the dilemma. Following the first strategy of the Art of War, Know That Enemy, we hypothesize that these cultists are weak against siege equipment and test this theory. With our hypothesis proven correct, we cause some property damage, which upon entering the castle we are immediately met with the owner and legal consultant of the castle, stating that if we don't pay for the damages done, we would have to give over the girl. With our hatred for foreign legal systems overshadowing our hatred for Ashley, we decide to keep Ashley. Promptly pursued by local salarymen, we enact foreign aggression, and our next problem makes itself very apparent. Shield guys suck when you don't have a shotgun, and they're everywhere. With the front door locked, Ashley makes herself useful and unlocks this door. Solving the sword puzzle, we grab this key, fall down a hole, and kill a blind man. Reunited with Ashley, we solve another puzzle and are presented with my least favorite part of the game. I will aptly name my 13th reason why. In this area, there are so many goddamn enemies, seemingly for no reason. I'm talking shield enemies, pokies, crossbowmen, scythe guys, and these douchebags, who will turn into the Flash the moment they see Ashley. And to top it all off, Ashley refuses to keep running and will stop when there's an enemy within 40 feet of her, causing her to get grabbed. With my health and ammunition low, I restarted here so many times I had a small breakdown.
Dude, if... Oh my god, dude, I just want to smash something. I just want to break a lot of things right now. If I didn't live in an apartment, I would already crashed out so hard. Because after this, no, there's nothing else like this in the fucking game.
I'll cover you. Don't stop.
Oh my god, if this pistol could fucking hit something, maybe it wouldn't be so hard to conserve ammo.
My lowest point reached, I finally managed to beat this hellhole, albeit with some area loading manipulation. I rest easy, as in the next area, I don't have to deal with protecting Ashley. Next up, we have the storage room, where we are to kill this cabinet member and use his lantern to open this door. My patience running low, I just decide to run at the guy, filling him with Second Amendment and grabbing his lantern. Opening the door, we unexpectedly meet up with our visualized sexual repressions, and just like any other woman we talk to, she leaves shortly after meeting us. This next part is a breath of fresh air, as it is just me, some spider guys, archers, and El Gigante's cousin, living in the moment. Taking the skip, we avoid any future headaches and use the cannon to kill the giant and atomize any current problems we have. Our vacation over, reluctantly reuniting with Ashley, we lower some flags, narrowly avoiding death via dogs, and enter the statue hall. This area's objective is just like any other Resident Evil puzzle. Collect 3 heads, put them on the thing, and move on. The only difficult part about this is we have to actually complete the red room, as we aren't allowed to use any other items than the knife, and we need a grenade to do the skip. This room, proving to be more of a cesspool of all my current reasons to shatter my TV screen, we force our way through the never-ending waves of bullshit, and we use our strategy from before, and force Ashley's model to load in so she doesn't get captured. The 3 heads now back in their rightful place, we are trapped and must wait until Ashley returns with a key. Usually, this area would be hard, but with the use of precognition and timeline shifting, we set the clock to 11:04. Avoid death by suit of armor, solve the lantern puzzle, acquire the Salazar family crest, and return back to Leon with the key. Leon now free from his timeout box, we yet again are separated from Ashley when Salazar's legal consultant finds us, taking Ashley into custody. With our new goal, to save Ashley again, we make our way to the ballroom. Seeing red, we relive our Helldiver days as we kill every bug we see, leaving nothing but termite blood beneath our boots. Sorry, I don't know what got into me. Anyway, we make our way into Double Monty Mole Room, where we utilize their apparent lack of spatial awareness to take care of any tax collectors that were attempting to contact us about our outstanding debt. Eventually taking care of these 2 mole rats, we acquire the 2 unicorn horns needed to open the door. Finally, at the ballroom, we watch as our walking pain in the ass gets white girl wasted off the goop. Thrown down into what we can assume to be the medieval equivalent of a K-hole, and trudging our way through whatever this is, we arrive at the next boss of our nightmare, Verdugo, better known as the other legal consultant. The strategy here is to kite legal consultant number 2 and freeze him whenever we can. The overarching goal here to conserve ammunition, as the next boss will require all of what we have. After what felt like an eternity, we pallet swap Verdugo one more time and enter the elevator, causing Verdugo to forget why he was there and leave. Meeting up with Luis, he gives us some good boy heroin, saying it will prolong our incubation period for our bastard child. With Luis joining us for the impending mental breakdown I would have, we put 2 more members of the Chainsaw family on t-shirts and blow up this blocked passage. Starring in El Gigante 2 Double Trouble, us along with Luis put these 2 Australopithecus in the scene from Terminator 2, making it to the minecart, where we get a taste of what IRL Mario Kart would feel like.
Can't believe I'm doing this.
Hey, we're in a hurry, right? By the way,
What now?
hope you like thrill rides.
built this. Oh. We're fucked. Come on. Oh, we're gonna explode. Shit.
Are you serious? Jump!
Look at that.
Collecting our commemorative photos from the ride of our Universal Park. Fun is interrupted when one of the park security notices we don't have any passes. This being a code black to him and all other personnel, he is required to use lethal force, making an example of Luis. With our friend erased from the census, we use our Disneyland to fend off our Universal security antagonist.
3, 2, 1, go!
This with my helmet on goes crazy.
Not good.
Our battle temporarily postponed. We help Luis live one last dose of lung cancer and part ways. The next section of the Circle of Hell, the lift, a section that rarely ever brings joy to my face for a multitude of reasons. However, this area wasn't too difficult, as at this point I was properly warmed up and felt like Neo from the Matrix. With slight issues presenting themselves, we fend off the Salaryman and Pokies, reaching the top, ready to fight our next boss of the run, Salazar. Usually, this boss doesn't give me too many problems, but our ammo reserves not looking very good and our flow state now gone, I would experience what can only be described as seething rage.
This is where I break.
During this boss fight, you are to bait out attacks around this pillar so that Salazar shows himself and you can get damage in. Pretty easy concept. His attacks aren't too hard to dodge and the sound cues are apparent, and he's easy to hit. However, this attack sucks. For some reason, this move has a 2-frame startup that would make Tekken 8 pre-nerf Victor grabs look tame. With enough time and retries spent on this boss to comfortably undergo ego death, we managed to eliminate our foreign aggressor and press on in our search for Ashley. Catching a ride with Secret Agent Super Mommy, we arrive at the last part of our masochistic K-hole, the island. With the island filled with enough enemies to field a small army, stealth would be our golden ticket to avoid any future breakdowns. So I thought. With the gimmick here to rotate these turrets so that we wouldn't get turned into an afterthought, we can use the enemy AI's lack of logical reasoning to get rid of any obstacles in our way. After experiencing what it would feel like to get side B by Ganondorf, we watch as karma immediately sets in and progress through the door. Finding the control room as well as Ashley's holding cell, we need a level 3 keycard to open the cell. So, we assassinate these 2 guards and enter into the Valley of the Deep, where we are faced with the ugliest enemy in the game. Trying our best to avoid these undulating disasters, we acquire the level 1 and 2 keycard levels, with the last one just on the horizon. Entering into the area of our last keycard level, we are to find a wrench which can be found inside of this regenerator. All we have to do is kill it. Now usually, this would be easy. However, the problem here isn't the fact that we lack the firepower. The Red 9 surprisingly gets the job done well. It's the fact that the accuracy on top of Leon's inability to hold a gun straight, probably due to the ever so present thing inside of his immune system, makes it very difficult to hit my intended target. After 1 or 2 crash outs, we upgrade our keycard and free Ashley, rewarding ourselves with a nap. With free Ashley clarity now setting in, We make quick work of the furnace area, unlocking this door. And with all the muscles in our body clenched as there's a regenerator waiting to ruin my life, we unlock this door, making it through the garbage area and to the next key moment of the chapter. The crane, wrecking ball, vehicle area. With this area seemingly not as difficult as I remember, we avoid Molotovs and rockets, taking down enemies so Ashley can break open the wall. Now usually, I would use a heavy grenade here to expedite this process, but seeing as how that would jeopardize the run, I can't, meaning we would have to wait the full time. This wouldn't be a problem with ammunition looking a little sparse. We have a close call when, in a stroke of genius, I use the Molotov guy's Molotovs to exploit the other's lack of flak jacket and danger close, acquiring enough ammo to protect Ashley. After waiting what felt like an eternity, the wall is finally broken and we take the elevator up. Coming face to face with Sadler, Sadler uses his level 9 Esper powers to mind control Ashley and stasis Leon, force Ashley to shoot 2 of his followers, seemingly for no reason, and with Sadler and Ashley's lack of military training ever so apparent, saves us, as the gun that was going to officially put us in the casket jams and we watch as Ashley gets taken away, yet again. Killing some unexpected militiamen, we gather some resources at the camp and begin our next bout with the Universal Park Security Officer. Just like any other good old 1v1, we are constantly bombarded with explosive arrows, mini suns, mines, and turrets, until we propel the security guard, beginning our final stand against Krauser. Hello everybody, it's editor Red Panda Guy, and I got some bad news. As I was chopping up the montage for the Krauser fight, I went to go to the back end to see what I wanted to do for the conclusion, and I noticed that not only was the end of the Krauser fight not there, but the entirety of the last chapter of the game wasn't there. But I mean, if you made it this far, you might as well leave a like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. I would also like to give a huge thanks to Zero. He's a Resident Evil content creator like me. We both share a desire for masochistic Resident Evil content, and he's the originator of the Trifecta challenge. But I mean, if you're seeing this video, you probably already seen his. And if you haven't, I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. Make sure to go check out my other 2 videos as well. And if I find the last part of my Trifecta challenge run, I'll do a re-upload with the last part included, of course. Yeah, that's about the gist of it. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.